Joining me next is Dr. Daria Brezinski. Dr. Daria serves as the host and producer of What Wise Women Want. Her new show, you have another show coming.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations. Fun on the Spectrum provides an in-depth look at autism, why we have it, what are the characteristics, and what we can do about it. To tell us more about the program is Dr. Daria Brezinski. Okay, yeah. So first tell us about What Wise Women Want and then how and why you shifted to Fun on the Spectrum.
Well, we spent 10 years promoting the women in the community with What Wise Women Want. We had particular subjects, and then we'd have the women in the community come in and talk about that topic 3 to 5 on a panel. If you want to see any of those programs, they happen to be archived on my YouTube channel, so you're welcome to continue to see those. But as of October, we thought we'd shift after 10 years and do something a little bit different. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be actually teaching my course in autism, which I've taught in several different places at PVCC and at UVA. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be outlining what the potential causes might be of autism, what the characteristics and sensitivities might be, and what we can do and what the solutions are. For many, many years, I've been working with young people with autism, all the way from age 4, and right now I have a client who's 50 years old. And so I feel like I have the expertise after decades of doing this. And it's about time for me to retire, and so what I'd like to do is impart the knowledge that I have acquired over all those years and help people, because the rate of autism has escalated now, and by the year 2025, 1 in 6 people will be diagnosed with autism. And so, they're flooding themselves into the business market, into schools, parents, and so what can we do about it, and how can we help those people who are being diagnosed in the, it's a spectrum for a reason. There's one area that people can be integrated into the community, and we need to really focus on those people, and we need to train businesses in order to be, and schools in order to be able to help those people on the spectrum.
So let's take a look at Fun on the Spectrum here.
What happens is each one of these different kinds of learning styles are not accepted in our, we have a specific way that we anticipate everybody should learn. And in fact, everybody does not learn this way. And so what happens is many people with autism, again, become behavior problems because they might not hear half of what the teacher is saying. I spend a lot of time teaching my clients in a car. I drive them around because I know they have to keep, other than the external stimuli outside that's going past us, they have to pay close attention because it's one-on-one with us next to each other. And the motion of the car oftentimes is like a meditation. And it gets them into a learning pattern where they can learn things. And they will talk to me about things that nobody's ever heard of, and they will, tell me and introduce me to the things that they want to learn. So oftentimes driving them around and being in that kind of an environment, or if they're a different kind of learner, I will walk them up and down mountains or take them on hikes, or sitting in an office will not help, or sitting in a classroom will not always help someone who has a different kind of learning style and a different kind of intelligence. And so we really, really need to rethink our infrastructure in terms of our educational system and the way we think people learn. People learn all different kinds of ways.
That is Fun on the Spectrum, hosted by Dr. Daria Brezinski. Dr. Brezinski, we do thank you for being a member of CPA-TV, CCMC, the Charlottesville Community Media Center. What's kept you in it for so long?
I am just awestruck by the professionalism of the staff here. and how they are accommodating and helpful to those of us who haven't ever been trained in media. And so also, this is a public service, and I believe, the more we have knowledge of what's going on in the Charlottesville community, the better off we are. The more, we introduce people into the community who, when I had my TV show, What Wise Women Want, half the women that were on the show, people had never heard of before, but I happened to have been introduced to them through the chamber and through other community events in town. And so I think more and more that public television is a real asset to this community because it helps us to know what kinds of things are going on in the community, as well as introducing us to, there are other programs that are on as well, in every aspect, civic, religious, educational, all of it. And so I think it's a really important a part of our community that doesn't exist in a whole lot of communities.
Well, we thank you for being a member, being a host, and for sharing the knowledge that is so important to this community, obviously, especially if 1 in 6 could potentially be diagnosed with something like autism. So thank you.
You're welcome.